We will need to use more precise terms now, not only for how things are located relative to one another, but for the actual body regions as well. So some of these will line up with ordinary usage and others will not. So the head is the head, the neck is the neck, the chest is the chest, but it's also the thorax. The abdomen is between the thorax and the pelvis, which is the lower part of the abdomen. In the limbs, in addition to learning the new terms proximal and distal, it's also important to remember that this structure is the upper limb and this structure is the arm. This is the forearm and this is the hand. And in the lower limb, the entire thing from hip to feet is the lower limb. The leg is what you're used to thinking of as the calf. So only the segment between the knee and the ankle will be the leg. The part above that, proximal to that, will be the thigh. So this is the upper limb, the arm and the forearm, the lower limb, the thigh, and the leg. And then the last set of basic vocabulary terms that you need to know is the terms for the planes. So the anatomical planes will divide the body into different sections. So first, for a sagittal plane, imagine an imaginary sheet of glass dividing the body into right and left halves. So a sagittal plane, a mid-sagittal plane would come right down the center of the body, dividing it into right and left halves. A coronal plane would be orthogonal to that, at right angles to that, and would divide the body into front and back halves, anterior section and a posterior section. So sagittal is right and left, coronal is anterior and posterior, the front and the back. So those are at right angles to one another, and then the last plane will be at right angles to both of those, and that's an axial plane. Axial planes will divide the body into cross sections at right angles to the sagittal and coronal plane.